Hey guys, it's Alexandra from iloveknots.com and yarncraftsandcoffee.com. Today I want to show you how you can add a hanging loop to a crocheted washcloth. This is my Haylee washcloth worked in half double crochet stitches, and then I just did a simple border of single crochet all the way around. The hanging loop is added in the border. So I'm just going to show you how to get started here and how to finish. But if you'd like to see the full tutorial on working a single crochet border all the way around your washcloth, then you'll want to make sure you check out the Haylee washcloth video, which I'll pop down in the description box below. I add these hanging loops to a lot of different washcloths that I make. Regardless of the stitch pattern, I just make sure that I work my border from the right side, and I usually opt for single crochet. You could always change up the stitch pattern or add additional rounds, but I usually like to keep it a little bit more simple, especially if I'm adding a hanging loop. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a chain 6. And then we're going to be slip stitching into that very last stitch underneath both loops of that last stitch, and that's going to create a ring that we can work into. So I'm moving to the left of my chain and I'm going to bring my hook right into that stitch there. Then I'm going to yarn over, pull through that stitch, and pull through the loop that's on my hook. That completes a slip stitch, and now we have that ring here that we can work into. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm going to work 10 single crochets into the center hole. I'm going to insert my hook right into the center hole, picking up the chains on my hook, and then yarn over, pull through. There are 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert my hook into the center ring, yarn over and pull through. 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert my hook into the center ring, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. So this gives us 3 single crochets here. They each have the same V shape at the top. And I'm going to continue working into the center ring until I have 10 single crochets in total. If you reach a point where you're running out of space, hold on to the fabric in your left hand and pull the stitches down in your right, and they'll slide down that chain, making room for you. After you have all your single crochets finished, we're going to skip the very first stitch here, which is the one that you slip stitch to, and in the next stitch we're going to single crochet. And now we'll continue single crocheting into each stitch here along the top until we get to the very last one, and then we're going to increase in there. But now the loop is secured to the washcloth. Once we make it all the way back around, we'll slip stitch join to that loop. Here I've just completed the last stitch. I have one above it. I'm going to skip that stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch join to the first single crochet of the hanging loop. So you're going to see the chains underneath it. It's going to look a little twisted. You want to look above that to where you see a complete V shape. That's the first stitch. Right underneath both loops, yarn over, pull through that stitch and through the loop that's on our hook, and that's going to complete our round. And we're skipping this last stitch because the slip stitch will take the space of a stitch here, and we want the hanging loop to come closer to the body. Now we're just going to fasten off here with the tail end long enough we can comfortably weave in. I'm going to come here to where the loop is still on my hook, pull up on it to break it, then insert into that same stitch from the back to the front, yarn over with that tail end and just pull it to the back. That way it's on the back side for weaving. Guys, thanks so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this one, it would help me out a ton if you would smash that like button to let YouTube know that you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel while you're there. Make sure to pop down into the description box below for some links to washcloth tutorials, including this Haylee washcloth, which is part of my 2024 Mystery Washcloth Crochet Along. I'll catch you guys next time.